Well, first off, I want to say thank you for coming today. My name is Ben Wagoner. I am the LRC Director, Media Specialist at St. Charles North High School. Judith?
And I'm Judy Danko. I'm the LRC Director at Munhall Elementary.
Just for today, we're going to go over a few tips on how to use YouTube to get it all set up. So we're going to look at how to approve your channel, how to approve a video. We're going to talk about uploading your YouTube videos, sharing them, creating playlists, and then we're also going to talk a little bit about how to delete things off YouTube. You can delete things forever off YouTube, but if you're not looking in the right place, it's difficult to find. So we want to make sure that you're able to see that. And again, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Everything is going to be recorded, so if you need to leave, please feel free to do so, as this will be posted and sent out to the entire staff after this. All right, so I just went to youtube.com. I'm already signed in based upon what I have up here, just from being signed in on my school district 303 account. So to approve a video, so let's just go to ping pong trick shots from Dude Perfect. I don't know if you've seen Dude Perfect. They're hilarious, they're great, but that just happens to be on my screen. The way everything is set up in our district is if you see this video is not approved, so it's going to come up, it will load the video, it will refresh, and then that blue bar will appear. Just waiting for it.
Good to see you.
There we go.
What's with the...
So in order to approve this video, I would click approve to say, yes, it's educationally okay. Let's try it again. My internet's going super fast right now. There we go. So it's now approved. If you approve something and then you want it removed, you just come to the YouTube link, click remove, and now we've removed the approval. If there's a link that you're wanting, a YouTube video you want to share with your students, if it's not in a channel that's already approved, this is how you would go about that. You would just pull up the YouTube video, click approve, and then you can send them this. Please don't send the shortened URLs to students because our Chromebooks can block those. So we'll go back to YouTube. And so now I'm going to approve my channel. With your YouTube channel, what's nice about having it approved is anything you put on the channel is automatically approved. We are trying to see if they can just automatically approve all of our channels, but we don't know if that can happen. So when we get to YouTube, I would click on my face that's going to appear right here. Any minute now. Judy, why is it that whenever you're doing something online, like your internet just slows to a crawl?
I know, it's just the way it goes.
It's just the way it goes.
Murphy's Law.
We're almost there. We're almost there. All right. So I'm going to click on my picture that should be there. And I'm going to click on your channel or my channel. From here, you can see remove channel. So this is where that blue line would be to approve or approve or remove the approval for your channel. So if your channel has not been approved, you would just click approve over here. I'm not going to remove my approval, but this is how you would approve your channel. So anything you put on there, the students will automatically be able to see it. Judy, are there any questions so far? Does anyone have on approval?
Yes, there is a question about how to use Google Meet. If there's any way to present and still see the participants. I was typing that up right now. But that's more a Google Meet question.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to be honest.
Answer that now.
I don't know.
I know that we can present. All the participants can present.
Yeah.
But as far as seeing the screen of the participants, can you see us now, Ben?
I can see everyone.
All right, so the answer is yes.
I can see everyone, but yeah, on my side, yes.
Okay.
Let me see if I can share. But yeah, I see I'm on a second screen, and so I downloaded the extension Google Meet the grid view, and so I clicked that so everyone pops up in a grid view, kind of like Zoom did. And so I just
Okay,
have
and
it on.
Tanya responded to that. Regarding YouTube, there is a question on how do you create a channel?
So when you just by signing in, it's there. You would then click here, and then believe it or not, your channel's is already there. You just click your channel. By clicking your channel, that officially creates your channel. I don't think you necessarily need to click anything. If it is, then you would click create channel. But I believe it's just already there. Judy?
Um, I learned a lot about YouTube last week before I volunteered
Sure.
to host this. And when you sign in, if you've never created a channel and you click in the upper right-hand corner on your Google profile, it will say where Ben says your channel, it'll say create a channel. And
So
then when you do it, you'll have two options. The first option is to create a channel that is affiliated with your name. So Rita, you asked that question. It'll be associated with Rita Henning. The other option is if you're using YouTube for promotional or monetary means, and you can have a branded name for your YouTube channel. But for our purposes, I think you just use the first option.
thank you, Judy. This is why we're a good team. This is why we do this. All right. So going on to now that I'm in my channel, I can see all the videos that I have. This is the home. So if I click on videos, you can see there all the videos that I have uploaded are in here. And we'll just go to playlist. Next, playlist. Creating a playlist is not very difficult. So I have one that's called JSTOR, one that's EBSCO host and ABC Clio. I have other playlists that when I've found playlists that other people have done, I can save them. And that's where we can put it here. And then, oh, Judy, I'm just blanking on the top of my head, creating a playlist.
If you go to your studio,
Oh, is that in the studio? Okay, so we'll jump to the studio then. I was trying to wait to do that, but we'll do it now. So we'll click YouTube Studio, and this is where you can upload your videos. This is where you can also delete your videos. It's a really useful place, and it looks different. That's what I like about it, is that they kind of change the feel of it, so that way you know you're not in your traditional YouTube channel.
then why would I want to create a playlist?
I create playlists so that way, if let's say I'm having a step-by-step instructions, I could have a small clip for videos. This is how I do this skill. This is how I do this skill. But if I know they're all going to be together, I can put them all together in one, and the students can watch them all in a row, or they can pick and choose which ones they want to do. Great leading question, Judy. That's why you're here. Okay. So one thing I will say, if you want to do a YouTube live, and I'm just going to say this at first, a YouTube live is something you can do. You can only use YouTube live on your phone or a tablet if you have 1,000 subscribers. As you can see, I have a ton of subscribers, 0. But I can do a YouTube live with my computer. So if you're wanting to do that with your students, you can. Just as long as the students aren't on the video. And where's that? Yeah, I would click go live, but before you do that, when you initially create your channel, when you go live, they're going to go through a review process. That review process can take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to get your channel approved to be able to go live. So that's one thing to think about. If you're wanting to do that, you really need to, I would do it at least a week in advance to make sure that it's there. And once you're approved to go live, it's always there. So we're going to jump to my videos, and we'll upload a video, and then we'll go to playlists. And I'm sorry for my slow internet. So you can see these are the videos that I have in here so far. I have them as public. If I want to change it, I can have it where it is private or even unlisted. So unlisted would mean it's still there. I can send people the direct link and then they would be able to see it because they have the direct link. Public, anyone can search for it. Private is just for me. I just put everything as public so that way it's easiest for my students to be able to access at any time so they can go back and find them. If you're going to delete a video, you would click the three dots. You would click delete forever. It means delete forever. You would then have to click, I understand that deleting this is permanent and cannot be undone. And then you would click delete forever. I'm not going to delete it, but that is how you delete a video forever. Uploading a video. I'm going to click create in the upper right-hand corner. And then I'm going to click upload video. I would then select a file I wish to upload. I don't know. What are we going to do? I'll do Romeo and Juliet login. It's a GIF. Okay, so I can't do a GIF. Trying to find something. Let's do an underwater video. Once we are in here, we can put a description in here. This was the underwater video for a Zoom virtual background that I downloaded. I can put a description in here. This is a Zoom background downloaded from Canva. When you scroll, you can, once it's processed, you'll be able to select your thumbnail that you want. If you have playlists already created, what's nice is you can select and say, I want this to go in that particular playlist. And I'm not going to select any of those, but obviously you can see it's there. This is something I love as a change that YouTube is now doing. Is this video made for kids? Yes, this video is made for kids. What's nice about that is it takes out personal ads. It just makes it safer for the students to be on there. This seems like a good thumbnail for it. I will click next. I'm not going to add any end of screen or add any cards to it. I'm going to click next. I would make it public if I wanted to. For this one, I'm just going to make it private because I don't own this. I don't want it to go out to everyone. You can schedule it for the future if you know when you want to do it. So all those people who, hey, I've got a video that comes out every week at 10 p.m. on Tuesdays. They just click the schedule button and that's how it's always there. And then you click save. And now it should pop up at the top of my channel videos. And you can see here it is. Restrictions, it is made for kids. I have it set for private, it's uploaded, and here's where you can see views and comments. Any questions on uploading videos in YouTube?
I'm going to share a comment. I know that when we first went remote with remote learning, Screencastify was on overload, and a lot of people were having issues with it. And so when you create a Screencastify, as soon as you're done with it, you have an option to put it into YouTube. And that seemed to alleviate a lot of the upload problems that we were having.
Great point, Judy. And that's where having your channel already approved makes it nice and easy. You're able to just put it up there through Screencastify and it's ready to go. And then you can actually just copy the link. I always use public, Amanda, because I want my students to be able to find it. I just put private for this one because I did not create this video. I'm actually going to go through and delete it right now because I don't know if there's a copyright, but it's not something that I made that I would feel comfortable having on there, but I just wanted to find a quick video. So that is now deleted.
If I could talk to the point about private, unlisted, and public.
Certainly.
Ben's in high school. Maybe I'm more conservative because I'm in elementary. So I tend to choose unlisted. Then those with the link can view it. Plus, I don't know that I want my videos out in public.
Sure. As far as playlists go, we'll click on playlists. So how we got there again was we were in YouTube. We clicked your channel. Then we clicked the YouTube studio, and then we clicked playlists. So that was, so you have to really click a few different ways to get there. Up here on the upper right, it says new playlists. You would put your playlist title, YouTube PD. Again, here's where you can make it public. Unlisted, again, as Judy said, if you want your students to be able to access it, but no one else to be able to see it, you would click unlisted. Private would be just for you. I'll have this one be unlisted for the sake of today's professional development. We click create.
While it's uploading, another advantage to keeping it private is maybe you're creating the playlist and you're just not ready for people to view it yet. So once you've got it all together, then you can choose public or unlisted.
I do like putting descriptions in just so that when your students see it, they'll understand what the process is and what you're trying to gain from it. We now need to add videos to it. All right, Judy, I forget where I go from here. Would you please walk me through this?
Sure. So we could search in the search tab.
What should we search?
I was making a list of this year's Blue STEM nominees. And so there was a book called Wedgie and Gizmo that I was adding to a playlist.
WEDG?
Wedgie, just, yeah, get rid of Blue STEM.
Okay.
WED. I'll get my list.
Wedgie and what?
Wedgie and Gizmo, GIZMO.
Which one would you like to use?
Okay, so the very first YouTube video that comes up, Wedgie and Gizmo Meet the Characters, episode 1. Do you see those 3 little dots to the right of the title? We can click on those and add it to our playlist. Or save for later is always nice too if you don't have time. So we could create a new playlist here, call it 2021 Blue Stems.
No, it's not.
It works when you're not showing how to do it.
Yeah, okay. And now it's added.
So if you want to check, you can go over to the left
Yeah,
to his library, and we see the list there.
And here it is. Are there any questions about getting videos into a playlist? Are there any other questions about YouTube? We've covered everything that we were hoping to cover for today.
Yes, we've covered all the questions in the chat.
All right. Well, if you have any other questions, please feel free to, you can contact myself, Judy, or any of your coaches or LRC directors. We are all here to help you. Stacy, did you have a question? I'm sorry.
Oh, there is a question, Ben. There's another one.
Show how to upload a YouTube to Google Classroom. Okay, in YouTube, how long can you record, Jennifer? I don't think there's a limit on that if you're doing a YouTube Live that I'm aware of. I know we've used YouTube Live for concerts at North, and it's been 2 hours and it's worked just fine. Show how to upload a YouTube to Google Classroom. Uploading YouTube to Google Classroom, sure. So I will just go back to here.
I'm so glad I picked Wedgie and Gizmo of all the books.
So we can see this video is not approved yet. So if I
We
wanted this,
haven't covered that, Ben.
Greetings to you.
what, Judy?
We have not covered approving videos.
I think we did that first, but I'll cover it again. So to approve the video, we would just click approve. I'm going to say, Judy, is it good to approve this one? Is it good to leave approved?
Yes.
Then what I would do is I would come up to the top. I would hit Control C, or you can right click and then click copy. And then in your Google Classroom, when you're putting your new assignment, you would click the insert link and then paste that link into your Google Classroom.
It works great and it looks great.
Yeah, it's very easy to use. Any other questions?
Nothing new on the chat.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming for our first PD on YouTube. If you have any questions, comments, again, you can talk to your LRC directors, your coaches, or Tanya Hernandez, our instructional tech person for the elementary. Again, thank you. My name is Ben, and I hope you all have a great week.